Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. Let me tell y'all something. I have tried to make this video at least 5 or 6 times, but girl, I had my television on, and I would always look at the screen, and then when I would look at the screen, I would start talking about what I was watching on TV before I hit the button. So I was basically rambling. Okay, girl. It's a show called Winter House that I'm watching. I think this is the first season. They usually have a summer house. It's some white people, child, on Bravo. But now they have Winter House. And, you know, it seems like it's cute or whatever. I was actually wanting to review Summer House last season, but I didn't get around to it. Because I just kind of wanted to do something different. And I talk about, like, you know, just like black reality shows. Let me throw some of these white girls in here so we can talk about y'all and how y'all move and how y'all girls trifling and dirty and smashing everybody in the house. Okay, right. Like Vanderpump Rules, that's one show I wish that I would have never stopped watching. I used to love me some Vanderpump Rules. I saw that it was on like the new season. You know they cleaned house over there, girl. They pretty much got rid of Stacy, Kristen, Jax, Brittany, and then 2 other people. I think they were kind of new to the show. But, you know, Stacy, Kristen, and Jax, they've been there since the get-go. But yeah, they got rid of them. They got rid of those people. There is a new guy I was reading online, and I also saw clips too on TV. Some white guy. I think he's like a deadbeat. Shayna had a baby with him. He got 4 kids already, and then I think he beat on his baby mama or slapped her around or something like that. Shayna, why would you have a baby by somebody who already has 4 kids and he calls himself a deadbeat? Like, from what the girls say online. It's not like he's trying to. Let me stop talking about it because I don't even know if it's true or not. From what I understand online, they say he called himself a deadbeat. So it's not like he's out here like, that's a lie, I take care of my kids. I'm a deadbeat. And then you turn around and have a baby with him. Girl. I do not understand how some of y'all brains work. I honestly don't. And this is his 5th child. And he likes to put his hands on women. Okay, girl. Anyways, shout out to Vanderpump Rules. Shout out to the white people. On these shows. Anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about Wendy Williams. Make this quick and fast. For those who don't know, they say, according to Tasha K, and I think Ricky Smiley talked about this too, that there is alleged that Wendy Williams is in early stages of dementia and she has been confined to a wheelchair. There's no blood circulation to her legs. And that's pretty much what it is. I was crying earlier. Girl, I was crying earlier. Girl, the way I was crying, girl, y'all would have thought that I knew Wendy Williams. Girl, I'm serious. For the people who don't know, shout out to all the new people who have come, you know, to my channel and subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you to the old heads, too. Thank you to everybody. Just not thank you to the new people. Thank you to everybody. Thank y'all so much for subscribing to my channel. Even when I get on y'all nerves, don't get it twisted because y'all get on mine, too. Hello? Period. No, but for real. For those who don't know, I absolutely love Wendy Williams. I've always given Wendy Williams her flowers. I just hope this is not true. But I've been saying for the last few weeks that it has to be something bad because there's no way that I just could never wrap my brain around why is it so hard for her to not be able to push through an hour show. And if you factor in the commercial breaks, it's probably 45 minutes. So you only really have to be in front of the camera for probably 45 minutes. Okay, if you factor in the fact that you still have the studio audience there, then you probably have to be there for a total of what? An hour and some change, right? because you probably your first time probably even seeing the studio audience is when you come out from the back of the, they say Wendy Williams show, and then you probably sit there during the commercial breaks, and then probably after the show ends, she probably, thank y'all so much, you know how you thank the people and all that good stuff, and she don't take pictures because she don't like taking pictures with people. She's always said that. So it's like you can't even get through just like an hour, probably 90 minutes tops. So I thought that it was bad, but excuse me, I hope it's just not this. Like, girl, I don't know, girl. It's just, I hope she's okay. Anyways, all right, but let me stop because I'm about to get sad. All right, so listen. Let's go ahead and talk about Miss Dan. Let's change it up real fast because it was getting real sad over here, girl. Let's go ahead and talk about y'all favorite homegirl, DaniLeigh. I tried to tell y'all about DaniLeigh. Y'all ain't want to listen. Erica posted a video trying to tell y'all about DaniLeigh. The girls on Twitter trying to tell y'all about DaniLeigh. The girls was tweeting Tamar, trying to tell Tamar about DaniLeigh. The people in some of the comment sections been trying to tell y'all about DaniLeigh. I completely understand that it is a human reaction to have compassion for someone, right? Because even though I know like the straight hetero black men don't fool with the gays, right? If something happened to someone, I would be like, oh my God, right? You would still have compassion for someone. But I think that's where it will start and stop with me. The way that y'all have welcomed DaniLeigh into the Black Girl Magic Club, and y'all won't even let me in. Y'all won't even let me in. Okay, that's fine, because everything ain't meant for everybody. So I accept that. Okay. No, but for real. Like, I just don't understand it. So, basically, Hollywood Unlocked. I really don't listen to Hollywood Unlocked like that. It's with Jason Lee, some black guy, and then there's a black girl. I think she's Afro-Latina, but there's a black girl. Her name is Blue. I'm just going to call her Blue, because I cannot pronounce her last name. She was speaking about how she ran into DaniLeigh. This is right before the Yellow Bone, That's What He Wants song comes out. I'm going to, of course, play the clip.
Battery 90%. Connected to Rodney's iPhone and Rodney's iPad.
She was basically talking about how a time when she ran into DaniLeigh. And DaniLeigh was basically a mess. That pretty much was the moral of the story. Just let me play this clip and then we'll talk.
Afro-Latina panel with DaniLeigh several weeks before Yellowbone. And behind the scenes, while they were doing mic checks and everything, we were talking about the Afro-Latin experience. And I don't know if she thought I was one of those I know black Dominicans, but she was real candid with me. And she told me directly to my face, I don't consider myself black, but I like black music and black men. And I wish black women weren't so jealous about it. She said it to my face. And then we had a conversation where I said, sis, I need you to never say that in public. And I tried to tell her that she needed more education around the Afro-Latin experience. A couple weeks later, that song comes out. I was like, ooh, she didn't listen to me, right? So I know for a fact that DaniLeigh does not consider herself black. If she's changing her story, I'm calling cap because she said it to my face that she does not consider herself black, but she uses the N-word. And she was smug about thinking that she was favored over a black woman. She not only said it to me, but she said it in that song. So my thing is, although I feel compassion for her, you play clown games, you win clown prizes. How are you acting like a clown at the beginning of the year and then shocked you're at a circus on Instagram Live at the end of the year?
Yes, and I think that's all I was trying to say. Like, girl, like I said in my last video, you know, it's not like she did this or said this 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 5 years ago. Like, she really made that song, Yellow Bone, That's What He Want, like in the midst of like Black Lives Matter and melanin magic and, you know, my melanin is better than yours and black girl magic and black girl rock and all that stuff, right? And she comes out with the, yeah, and we know that yellow bones are black girls, but girl, you're not black. That's the first thing, okay? Girl, you come out with the yellow bone, that's what he wants, and then when people call you out on it, I think I'm almost like positive. If she didn't say it, I'll take it back because I said it in my last video too. But I think she even doubled down and tried to use Beyonce as an example of why the song wasn't that bad. Beyonce made a song about brown skin girl. Girl, Beyonce's brown skin girl was a song to uplift brown skin girls, okay? Right? She just didn't say dark skin or brown skin or light skin, just brown skin, period, right? Your song was about Yellow Bone trying to literally the song was made towards his other baby mama, right? But girl, it was, I don't know, girl. I just don't understand, you know, why so many people are like, oh my God, DaniLeigh, it's okay. You gonna be all right. Yeah, it's all right. Girl, no, fuck DaniLeigh. That's what y'all, girl, I'm sorry. I guess maybe because I shouldn't expect people to respond the way that I would respond because that's not fair, right? But again, maybe it's because I'm on some, we all know the relationship between heterosexual black men and gay black men. It's pretty much not even there. It's not a relationship, okay? So I think I've gotten to the point where, girl, I'm going to give you what you give me, right? So the energy that you give me, girl, I'm just matching it. I'm just going to match her, okay? So I guess it's hard for me to grasp for why I see so many black women, like literally like, come here, baby. Oh, Daddy, it's okay. It's a lot of y'all. And it's like, girl, Miss Thing was just shitting on y'all the other day. Especially if you was if you was a yellow bone like her, like she claimed to be, even though she ain't black, she was really shitting on y'all. So for y'all to be so open, because, oh, you probably went through the same thing as DaniLeigh. Like, it's one thing to be like, girl, that's so fucked up. I hope she okay, because I went through the same thing with a nigga. But to be, I don't know, girl. But y'all heard it out of Blue Mouth right there. Anyways, so Zac Stacy, a quick just Zac Stacy update. You know, the one who liked to beat on women? Excuse me. They say he was released from jail on a $10,000 bond, which probably means, because I read it was a $10,000 bond. That means that all he had to pay was $1,000? Because you got to pay 10% of your bond, right? Or was it $100,000? He had to pay $10,000. I'm almost thinking it was $10,000 and he had to pay $1,000, or somebody had to pay $1,000, and that he's ordered to stay away from his child's mother, the one that he pretty much slung around that house like she was a cotton ball. I mean, like I said in my last video, you know, people really don't take sexual assault. People really don't take domestic violence seriously. They don't take it seriously until a woman has to be literally in the bed with tubes down her throat, arms in slings, teeth knocked down her throat, girl, 2 black eyes, right? Then it's like, oh my God, we need to help her. Girl, y'all let that man out of jail on a 10. Y'all didn't see the video? I guess it is what it is, girl. Doja Cat. They said Doja Cat won at the American Music Awards. Soul R&B album and female artist for soul R&B. Let me just say something. I was just talking about Doja Cat the other day, and I was telling y'all how, like, I really just got into her album, Planet Her. It is so good. But I don't I think I said this, that I didn't really consider her like R&B. I think she's more like pop, right? I think that we have to understand what rhythm and blues is. And rhythm and blues is not Doja Cat. It is okay to say that a black girl does not sing rhythm and blues. That's almost like putting Jasmine Sullivan in a country category. The people would have a fucking fit. Or putting girl Nicki Minaj in the rock category. Like, what? I just don't understand like how Doja Cat won Soul R&B album and Soul R&B female artist. Soul. And then R&B stands for rhythm and blues. Doja Cat is a pop artist, period. And there's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Y'all need to stop getting, but you know, white people gonna do what they want to do, girl. Like, y'all need to stop, girl. It is what it is. Girl, them white people gonna do what they want to do. Girl, they're gonna get them awards to who they want to give those awards to. Hello? And girl, can't nobody do shit about it but be mad about it. Okay? And then Miss Tammy Roman. Let's go ahead and talk about Tammy. We talked about Tammy the other night. And it was a different situation, but now Tammy appeared on The Real. And, you know, there have been questions, comments, and some concerns about Tammy's physical appearance. And I have gotten to a place where I try my hardest not to comment on someone when they're losing weight, right? Because you really don't know what's going on with the person. Sometimes I fail at it, but I try my hardest to be aware before I mention it, right? Like, I remember this girl I worked with, she had lost a lot of weight. And she looked good, right? And I almost mentioned it, but I was like, girl, you don't know that girl could be sick. You know, and I just let it go. So she's, you know, not to sound insensitive, but I think that if you have two eyes, you can see that Tammy, she didn't look healthy. It wasn't like a healthy weight loss, right? It looked like, you know, I hope Tammy is okay. I've always had a soft spot. I know. I don't give. And I can say it. There are people who I just like, right? So I'm probably not gonna ever go hard on Tammy. Even when Tammy used to be an ignorant ass bitch who was beating people up. I've always had a soft spot for Tammy Roman. I've always had a soft spot for Tammy Roman. But yeah, you could tell that something wasn't right. Like, this doesn't look like a healthy weight loss journey. Like, something ain't right. And I didn't know what to pinpoint. I didn't know if it was an illness. I didn't know. I was leaning more towards, like, girl, she's sick. And, like, I felt like, you know, her time was near, if y'all get what I'm trying to say. But then when she comes out with this, I was like, oh, okay. Not oh, okay, but she explained what's going on. So let's listen to this. It's like a 3-minute clip, and then I'll let you hear it from the horse's mouth, okay? Oh, what am I doing? All right, hold up.
Is very close to home, and it's something that I don't talk about often. So this is like the first time, because I feel comfortable enough to talk with you ladies about it. But I suffer from body dysmorphia disorder,
And I've been dealing with it since I was 13 years old. Wow. And so a lot of people don't know it's either hereditary or genetic or comes from a negative experience where your self-image has been annihilated. And for me, when I was 13 years old, I wanted to be a model. You know, we're from New York. I was tall, I was 5'9", I was thin. And I went to this agency and walked in, and that lady ripped me to shreds. I thought I was perfect, 5'9", less than 120 pounds. Assuredly, they're going to sign me. And she literally stood me in front of a mirror and said, you've got back folds, you've got fat over your knees, you know, you need to do something with your chin, your breasts are sagging. And I went home that night, and from that moment, every time I looked at myself in the mirror, I could find something wrong with myself. And I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how to deal with it. I just knew, well, I've got to get skinnier. I've got to make myself smaller. I want to be a model. And so I started abusing laxatives. I started not eating. I started throwing up. I started doing everything that I could think of to do to be as skinny as I could possibly be. Being obsessive about my weight loss. People don't realize that's why I got my mouth wired in 1993. To be skinny when I was already skinny. Right. And so now today at 50 years old, I've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. And so my weight fluctuates with that. And you couple that with the disorder. And it's a hard thing to manage. And people don't understand what it is to be a person with this disorder, particularly dealing with the weight issues, because they leave negative comments, or what they feel are negative comments. But for me, my mind has such a warped sense of perception. It's a compliment. Tammy, you look too frail. Tammy, you look like a bobblehead. Tammy, you look skinny. In my mind, that goes, well, I'm on the right track. I'm getting skinny. And then I don't know when to stop.
So you're not, let me be clear, you're not hurt by the comments. You're more like, your
I'm
brain.
like, you think I'm a bobblehead? My legs are, you know, I look frail. You know, it's so warped that what you guys feel I look like or what you see is not what I see.
What do you see?
I like being skinny. If I could lose 10 more pounds, 20 more pounds, to me, it would be perfect. Am I sick? No, I'm not in terms of my health sick. Am I mentally not okay? Yes, I've been diagnosed with body dysmorphic disorder. That is a mental disorder that is not curable. It takes a lot for me to get up every single day and go, Tammy, you look great. Tammy, you're pretty. Tammy, you're beautiful. Tammy, you don't need to lose any more weight. Tammy, you don't need to do anything. It takes a lot for me to do that.
Are you getting some professional help, Tammy?
I was diagnosed in 2008. I had to go to therapy, and anybody that has this disorder has to go to behavioral therapy because they have to unlearn.
Okay, so that was pretty much, it was like the part that I think, anyway, it's like a 10-minute clip that I saw, but that was like 3 minutes and some change that I took away from that 10-minute clip. So there you are, you heard it. You know, I hope Tammy is okay. I hope that she will, you know, overcome this. You know, one thing I've always loved about Tammy is, baby, that face. Now, you could say a lot of things about that, baby, that face is on 10, bitch. Baby, that Tammy mug, baby, it's a lot of, baby, Tammy could put that mug against a lot of girls out there, hello, but, you know, Tammy, I understand that it's a mental thing, but, you know, you don't need to lose any more weight. You know, shout out to Tammy. I hope that she's okay. And there we go. So she said it. We heard it out of her mouth. We don't have to speculate anymore. A whisper, right? We know what it is. And the only thing we can do now is hope that she gets to a space where she can overcome this. All right? Is that it? That was it, y'all. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.